welcome to your math video. I am your Maths Prd Vid. In today's class, we will be continuing lesson number 11, Geometry. So let us just recap about what we learned in the previous video. We learned about lines. We learned lines that has arrow on both the sides. That means it can be extended on both the sides. And then we learned about line segment. That is, it cannot be extended on either side. It cannot be extended this side also and the other side also. And then you saw about the ray. Ray, it has one fixed point. That means one side it is fixed. It will not be extended. It is fixed. The other side can be extended. So that is the ray. And then you saw different types of lines like standing or vertical lines, sleeping or horizontal lines, slanting or oblique lines. So you learned all these things and you learned how to name them. And you also learned some pairs of angles like pairs of lines like parallel lines, intersecting lines, non-parallel lines, and perpendicular lines. All these were learned in the previous video. Now we will be continuing with angles. Today we are going to learn about angles. So what do you mean by angles? When two rays, you already know what is a ray, right? So when two rays come and meet at a point, the ray here and this comes and meet at one single point, and this is called an angle. Okay? Where you measure the angle is here. Here you will show there is an angle in between these two lines, these two rays. Okay? Now let us see how to name the angles. Now you know how to name the lines, right? If I want to name this ray, how will I name it? I will name this point as something like A, and the other here I will name it as B or whatever, any letter in English alphabet. This was a ray AB, right? And you have one more ray and they meet at the same point A. So no need of writing one more letter here. Here I will mention the other letter like C. So here I have named it figure, okay, name the angle. Now how will you write it? So how will I say the line here? Means when you have a line, how will you say it's a line? You will say line AB. This is how you mention a line, right? Same like this. For the angles here, you should draw a symbol like this. This is the symbol for angle. Angle, and then which is the angle? Where is the line meeting? In point A, right? So this and A you write inside the angle here. This is one of the types. You can write like this. One more, you should write the symbol of angle and write A in the middle and these two letters beside A. Like this. Wherever your angle is formed, that letter should be in between here, in the middle. Okay? You can also write same thing as CAB. The important thing is the alphabet should be in the middle. Other than this, these two alphabets can be changed. Okay? All these are the ways of writing this angle's name. So now you have understood how to write the name of the angle. Okay, now let's try one more. So I have an angle here and I name it as XYZ. So how will I write it in the main form? Angle X, because the angle is formed in X. Or I write the angle ZXY. ZXY. Or I can also write that YXZ. Angle YXZ. This is how you write the names of the angle. Now you know how to write the names of the angle. Now let's see, you have different types of angles. Like you have different types of lines. Horizontal, vertical, oblique, all these things. Same like that, even in angles you have different types. Before going for the types of angles, I have to tell you one important thing. How you measure this line, same way you can measure this angle also. Okay? For that we use a instrument called protractor. For you measuring light, you use scale. Just like that, for measuring angles, you use the instrument called protractor. So angle will start measuring from 0. So when I have a straight line, you imagine both the lines AB and AC both are lying together here only. So this will be 0 angle. And as it goes, it increases. Okay? And when you have a L shape like this, it means you have 90 degree. 90 degree angle. Angles are always measured in degrees. Now lines you measure in centimeters, meters, right? Just like that, angles are always measured in degrees. So when you have a L shape like this, you say this 90 degree is formed. And then as you go again, the arrow mark still increases like this. It goes on increasing from 90, 91, 92. And when you have a straight line, that is one arrow mark raised this side, the other raised here, okay? So this angle is 180 degree. This angle formed here is 180 degree. And again this rate it goes again to the other way, the angle increases. So next is after the 180, again and the ray finished on full circle and came back to the same point. Now both the two rays are on the same line. Then we say it is completed one circle. So it is 360 degree. 360 degrees. So remember this. Based on this only, we have divided the angles. I said you we have different types of angles. Based on the measurement, we say the types of angles. So let's see what are the types of angle you have. The first one is acute angle. Acute angle, where the angle measurement should be less than 90 degree. You know this is 90 degree, right? So the acute angle means it should be less than 90 degree. It may be 89, 69, 79, but it should be less than 90. Not equal to 90, not more than 90 also. So that such type of angles are called acute angle. Next we come for right angle. Right angle. Right angle are nothing but angles which are exactly 90. It is equal to 90. Exactly 90. If it is exactly 90, we say it as right angle. Now more than 90 we call it as obtuse angle. Obtuse angle, which is more than 90. More than 90. Like 91, 110, anything more than 90. But there is some restriction. It should not be more than 180. It should be between 90 and 180. So more than 90 but less than 180 degree. Such type of angles are called obtuse angles. Next we come for straight angle. Straight angle. So when straight angle is formed is when the rays measure 180 degree. I said you right, when there is an arrow like this, the angle formed here is 180. So this angle is called a straight angle because you can see there is a straight line formed. So that type of angles are called straight angle. The next one is reflex angle. So reflex angles are nothing but it should be more than 180. Okay? More than 180 and the end point should be less than 360. Less than 360. If the angle measures more than 180 and less than 360, such type of angles are called reflex angle. The last type of angle is complete angle. So last one is the complete angle, that is when the angle is have one round completed angle. Such type of angle is called complete angle. Okay, so these are the types of angles. Let's divide one. Acute angle less than 90 degree, right angle exactly 90 degree, obtuse angle more than 90 but less than 180. Straight angle is equal to exactly 180 degree. Reflex angle more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. Complete angle is exactly 360 degree. These are the types of angles. Now let's see how will you measure the angle.
Okay children, now I am going to teach you about protractor. Just how you use your scale to measure a line, similarly you use a protractor to measure the angles. So how do you use a scale to measure your line? You keep the 0 at the first point and then you see where do the line end. So here it ends, approximately it is near 9. So you say the line is 9 centimeters. Centimeter is the unit here, right? Similarly, protractor you can see here, this is the midpoint where you will start from. Example, this is the point, right, where both the rays meet. You keep this point on the midpoint here on the protractor. Okay, and you can see here both the sides has numbers 0 and 0. See, here it has an inner row of 0, 10, 20, 30 and so on till 180. Similarly, on your left side also it starts on the upper side, outer circle, 0, 10, 20, 30 till 180. Why is this given is, sometimes angle may have different directions. If you see the first one here, it is opening towards the right side. And if you see the next one here, it is opening to the left side. So when you have like that, you will be using this two numbers. I will show you how. Now you will keep your point on midpoint on the protractor point and make sure that the line 0 here coincides with this line, any one arm of a angle. So you can see it is coinciding with the line, right? So where it coincides, start 0 from that line. So you can see 0 here. So you should not take this 0, you should take this 0 because your line, this line is coinciding here with 0. So start measuring from here and see where do the other line end. So 0, 10, 20 and it's approximately more than 20. For that you can see the small lines here. So it is 20, 21, 22, 23. So this angle is 23 and the unit you say is degree. 23 degree. Similarly, I will show you how to measure the other one. See, I am keeping the point here and you can see the 0 coinciding on the left side now. So you start from this 0. 10, 20, 30 and it is 40 and 41, 42. So it is 42 degrees. So this is how you measure angles using a protractor.
Next topic is about whole angles or angles about a point. So let's take a point here. Okay, and I am going to draw an angle here. Okay. Think this is 30 degree. Okay, and I am going to draw one more angle here. Think this is approximately equal to 80 degree. And I am going to draw one more line or one more angle, and this must be equal to 70 degree. Think this is 70 degree. Similarly, I draw one more angle which is saying 30 or anything else. Okay. So this is 80 or 70, whatever it is. Okay. So you think I have drawn so many angles around angles are not proper. So let's check here. 30 plus 80 plus 70, again plus 30 plus 80 plus 70. So 30 plus 80 and 70 is 180 degree. Again I have the same thing is 180 degree. So 180 plus 180 will be equal to 360 degree. So you can see all the angles when we add it is equal to 360 degree. This is very important and you will be learning something about this. So please understand this properly. Whenever you have many angles around one single point, remember that when you add all the angle should always be equal to, the sum of all the angles should always be equal to 360 degree. So now we have finished this. Let us go for the exercise sums and learn how to solve it. I want everyone to take a textbook and please write the answers along with me, children. Textbook, page number 137, exercise 11.2. First make. Classify the angles into acute, right, obtuse and straight angles. So let's see now. First make. First one is 48 degree. So it is less than 90. Then what type of angle is this? Less than 90? It is acute angle. Acute angle. B1 is 120 degree. So it is more than 90, but it is less than 180. So it is obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. The next one, C, is 61. Again, it is less than 90. So it is acute angle. Acute angle. B1, which is exactly equal to 90 degree. Then what is this called? It is called right angle. Right angle. And what is the E1 here? It is 270. It is more than 180 degree. So it is called reflex angle. Reflex angle. So I want you to try the next few problems. Okay. Now let's go for the second main. Measure.
So now let us measure the angles of second mean in the textbook. So now you have to coincide the point here. I am not able to keep my protractor here. So what I'll do is, let me take this arm to be my base. Okay. So that I can keep my protractor here properly. So I kept it here on the line coinciding. Now see the other arm. It is from 0 if you count, it is approximately equal to 60 and above the 63. 63. My one arm is at 0, so I count from there and my other arm ends at 63. So my first angle here is 63 degrees. 63 degrees. So let me show you the next one. I'm not able to keep it here, children. So I can take this arm as my base and I keep my protractor. So again my 0 is here. My arm is showing this 0. So let me count from the 0. It is showing me 110. Plus here you have in the middle. So 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it is 115. Sorry, 115 degree. 115 degree. The other two I want you to measure and write the angle. And what is this angle called? You know, it is less than 90. So it is called acute angle. And what is this angle? It's more than 90 but less than 180. So it is called obtuse angle.
So now see the third thing, children. Name the type of angles formed Okay, here marked in red, they have given a hint. That means third hint. 245. So I just draw the lines, children. That is the small hand, and 45 is here. This is the bigger hand. So you should take the angle from the red hand. It should start from here and end in the blue line. So what is the angle here? It is straight line, 180 degree, right? So what type of angle is this? This is straight angle. So you write the name as straight angle. So try the next one. 330 degree. So it is 3 here, 30 here. Okay. So now you can do it in two ways here. One, you can take the angle starting from this, from here. But will the clock go in this way? No. So you should never take it in this way. How will the hand move? How will the hand move? Hand move in this side, in this direction. So you should always measure the angle here. So which type of angle is this? It looks less than 90 degree. If it's exactly in the L shape, then we can say it is 90 degree. But here it looks not exactly L shape, so it will be less than 90. So what is this angle called? It is acute angle. Now, I think you can see one here, right? 4 o'clock. So, right hand here, and then the other hand is here. So, the hand is starting from here to here. So, let us mark this. Okay, from right hand. Okay, so what type of angle is this? This looks more than 90 degree. So, this will be obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. Okay. So, I want you to try the next two ones. That is very easy. Now, let's go for the fourth one. Find the reflex angle measured in red color. Okay. So, that's very easy. You have to remember that angle sum, all the sum of the angles in a point is equal to 360 degree. We are going to use that here and measure the other angles. Example, I'll show you. So they have given the first figure. One line is here, the other one is here. And they have marked one angle, it is 110 degree. And I have marked the other in the red color. This is question. That is, we should find how much is this angle. And you know, in one point, all the angles when we add, we should get 360 degree. And how many angles are here? You have 1 and 2 angles. So when I add all these 2 angles, I should get 360 degree. So you know this is one hand. Okay, let us first name it as directly to this. So let me name it A, B, C. Okay, right. And when I add all this thing, I should get equal to 360 degree. What do I add? Which I don't know, I'll keep it as x. Okay, I should add x plus 110. When I add this 2, I should get 360. But I don't know what is given x. So what should I do is, I'll keep my x on my left side and send this 110 degree to my right side. Then when I am sending it to the right side of the equal to, if it is plus, it becomes minus on the other side. That is 360 degree minus 110 degree. So what is the answer when you subtract this 2? You get 0, 5, 2. So the angle which I have here is 250 degree. You understand how did I find it? I will show you one more sum and I want you to try the next one. Okay. So next B1, they have given the here an angle of 30 degree and the other one is the question mark. question mark. So how to name it? Practice naming it. So let me name it. Okay. So what is the angle should be equal to? Totally 360. What else should I add? If I take this as x plus 30. Now next step what should I do? I should send this 30 to the right side. So x will be equal to 360 minus 30 degree. So what is the answer? It is 330. So the angle here is 330 degree. 330 degree. I want you to try the C1. Next go for the fifth mean. Fifth mean is also same like this. We added only two angles here. In this mean we have little more angles to add. So let's try it. So fifth mean, first one, let me draw the angle for you. So you can see this angle B, this is O, A, B, C. And they have given angle OA, OD. How much is this? 60 degree. So angle AOD. Angle AOD is 60 degree. Next angle DOC is 30 degree. Angle DOC is 30 degree. The next angle is COD, that is equal to 70 degree. Angle COD, this angle is equal to 70 degree. Now what is the angle which I should find? Is AOB. Angle AOB. This is the angle which I have to find. So let me keep this as x. So let me write this as x. Now what should I do? When I add all these things, that should be equal to 360 degree. So when I add all these angles, it should be equal to 360 degree. That is my aim. Okay? So let us write now. So this is just for reference I wrote. You should not write the answers like this. You should follow the steps what I am writing now. So you write all the angles first. AOD plus DOC plus angle COB plus angle AOB. It all should be equal to 360 degree. Okay? But which are the angles we know? Let us write those values. 30 plus 70 plus x, and it all should be equal to 360. So whatever is here, let me add first. So 70 plus 30 is 100. 100 plus 60 is 160. 160 plus x is equal to 360. Now you know the steps, right? When I want to find x, what should I do? I should keep x on my left side here only. Send the 160 to my right side. So you can't see if I write here. So let me write it here for you. So I'll keep x on my left side. 360 is already in the right side. Now send 160 to the right side. That becomes minus 160. So when I subtract, I get answer equal to 200. So my x, the angle here is equal to 200 degree. So I hope you have understood this. There is one more sum which you should write and find the answer there. Now let's go for the last mean here, that is fill in the blanks. So I will write the answers for you here. Fill in the blanks. A straight angle measure. What do a straight angle measure? It is equals to 180 degree. Second one, an obtuse angle measure dash than 90 degree but less than dash. It should be more than 90 degree, right? So you write more, or you also can write greater. greater than 90 degrees, but it should be less than how much? It should be less than 180 degrees. Next one, an angle whose measure 265 is. So 265 is more than 180. So it is reflex angle. Reflex angle. Fourth one, dash angle measures less than 90. 90 less than 90 is acute angle. Acute angle. E1, dash angle measures 90. Right angle. Right angle. The last one, a whole angle measures exactly. Whole angle, complete angle measures 360 degrees. 360 degrees. By this, we have completed exercise 11.2. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the interactive session. But please don't miss completing the textbook children. I'll be asking the answers in the interactive session. Any doubt, ask me in the interactive session. Thank you. Bye.